My name is Ahmed AlWadaei. I am the Advocacy Director of the London-based organization, the Bahrain Institute for Rights and Democracy. The reason I became a human rights defender is because what was happening in my country, Bahrain. So back in February 2011, there was a mass uprising in the country where tens of thousands marched into the street demanding more rights, democratic rights, equal power. The response by the state was so brutal. And I was one of those individuals to be initially attacked. And later, because I exposed what I experienced, I was thrown in jail and subjected to torture. So I do feel like a duty that if I survive, if that I'm lucky to leave that prison, I have a story to share. It's not just about my story, but the story of those which continue to struggle behind bars in extremely appalling prison conditions in Bahrain. I would love to see my country is enjoying the freedoms that we were fighting for, mainly the democratic rights. It's not right for a single royal family to control the power of the state and to throw anyone in jail who dare to criticize the state behavior and so on. So all are we asking for is the most basic rights. We hope to see Bahrain is healing from over a decade of ordeal, of repression, of imprisonment, of torture, into a state where individuals can challenge their state without fear. There are things which we do as a human rights defender which you would have to feel the consequences of them. There was this important visit by the King of Bahrain to Britain. I, along with other Bahraini activists, decided to take action, direct action, and as his vehicle goes in, we thrown ourselves at his vehicle. I thought dictators should not be hosted in the UK, and I thought just protesting there should be something legitimate and should not expect retaliation whatsoever. A few months later, I was among 72 individuals which were stripped of their citizenship. My birth nationality, I no longer have it, and it means I am effectively a stateless person. There was no due process, there was nothing. There was only me reading the news, no court order, nothing. It's just like you read it in the news, and you just like have to deal with the consequences of it. We were not even expecting releases on this scale. I obviously had a couple of my brother-in-laws which were imprisoned at the time. So, and both of them were in different locations. So I cannot tell you how this moment is a moment of anxiety. You just get to wait until you hear it officially or get a call from the officials, yeah, your son is one of them or not. And that moment came. For 7 years, these two brothers never hugged each other. And this was the first hug after 7 years of a very long ordeal. This probably was one of the happiest moments since 2011 for the entire nation. There are over 550 political prisoners. Some of them are facing imminent executions. They exhausted their legal remedy, and with the stroke of a pen, they can be executed. That same power was used to release political prisoners. So all it took was a stroke of a pen to get over 600 political prisoners back with their family. And it was achieved because of the international pressure partly. So the international community, the states here in Geneva should play a role in making sure Bahrain is going to do the right thing and at least release political prisoners, release human rights defenders who has already faced over a decade of unlawful imprisonment.